So here we are again. Okay, this is my microphone set up and everything. I got it connected to a phone. This little thing makes so much noise, so I gotta like hold it so it doesn't make too much noise. What I want to say is telling you no, no. That was something that I thought about yesterday when I was working out. When I work out now, I don't even listen to music. I listen to like motivational speeches. I'm back to doing that. I used to do that a long time ago. I would listen to motivational speeches more than I would listen to music. And that was inspired by myself, but initially by a friend named Tune 215. And he was like, he one day I got in the car with him and he was like, I hope you don't mind. I'm listening to this instead of music. And I was like, bro, I'm cool with it. It's perfectly fine. And as we was driving to his crib, it started to click real fast of what he was doing. He was changing his mind. And I didn't take heed to it right away, but over time I started to take heed to it. And it really set off something different in my brain because I was a motivated person, uh, encouraging person, and I would speak in these ways to other people, but I wasn't always speaking to myself in those ways. But I always had like a high confidence and a high delusion for myself. And I would, whatever I believed in, I would go for it. So when I say telling you no, no, I'm really just saying whatever you tell yourself no about, like, nah, I can't do this, or I ain't doing this because of this, or I can't do this because I ain't got this. Give it up. Give it up. You want to run a mile, you got to make an inch. How can I say this? If you want to run a mile, you got to step an inch. No. If you want to run a mile, you got to take that first step. Maybe that works better. But anyway, anything that you want to do, you got to do the small steps to get to it first. I spoke about doing 100 push ups a day. In all reality, I could do way more than 100 push ups a day now. But the first time that I decided that I was going to do 100 push ups a day wasn't easy, but I got it done faster than what I thought I would. So whenever I tell somebody this, like, yo, I can do 100 push ups in a day, less than an hour, shit, less than 10 minutes, shit, realistically, less than five. They can't even fathom this idea, which is wild to me. How can you not fathom the idea of doing 100 push-ups in less than at least 10 minutes? How can you not fathom that idea? You can't see it. You ain't even got to be the strongest person in the world to do it. Just try it. It's that simple. People even looked at me crazy when I told them they should do 50 push-ups a day. Thought I was crazy. In reality, it's not crazy. It's just like anything else you work at. People go study, go to college, get mortgages as debt to go get a certain type of job. But you won't work at something as simple as doing 100 push-ups a day, something that can help your heart. They tell you if you do 25 push-ups a day or 50 push-ups a day, something like that, it helps with keeping heart attacks away or whatever like that, because pushing your body to pump blood through your body, I guess. I don't know all the details to it. I just, I guess I'm smart dumb because I know it's a smart idea to work out every day. I don't know all the details of why it helps your heart. I'm just guessing that it pumps more blood when you do the push-ups. But I'm dumb enough to listen to that and think to myself that that is a good challenge that I should take. So I take it. So instead of telling myself no, or I can't do this, or this is probably impossible, I just try it. Simple and plain. 100 pull-ups a day. 100 pull-ups in less than 10 minutes. These things are possible. They're not impossible. When I got into doing pull-ups, right, my homeboy Manny, um, we was in the gym. This guy, because I want to use another word, this is my bro, I love him. He put his arms around my legs and lifted me up to do like 5 or 10 pull-ups. When he chose to do this, I felt the most awkward in the world. First off, his head was too close to my leg region, but he wasn't, you know what I'm saying, on the side of me. But to me, it was just out of pocket. But to him, he was just helping his bro. He was helping me get there. I don't know what the fuck this is, but that's what he was helping me doing. He was helping me up. After that, right, I told him this will never happen again. Every day I went to the gym after that, literally every day, because I was going to the gym every single day. Every day I went to the gym and I would go in the back of Planet Fitness where nobody could really see me. And I would do one pull up, one pull up, one pull up, one pull up. And I just kept doing it until I got to 10. When I got to a set of 10, then I started doing sets to 50. And then I started doing sets to 100. Now I jumped it at 100 real fast because my brain told me I could get it because I was already doing 100 push-ups. So my brain told me that I could do this 100 pull-ups. So I took my time and spent as much time as I could in the back of that gym until I got to 100 pull-ups. And then I went to 120 pull-ups. I walk into Planet Fitness and I would go to the pull-up machine, and there's 3 hand positions that it has there. So for me, I would do 40 on, wait, is it 40? 40, 40, 40, 3, 12. Yeah, I would do 40 on each hand placement. And I would do a set of 10, or I would do a set of 15 or 20, whatever like that for each one. But I would make sure I got to 120. Now I'll be doing this in a matter of 30 minutes, and it dwindled down to 20 minutes, and it dwindled down to 15 minutes, and it dwindled down to 10 minutes. And the reason why I kept doing it was because it was a challenge for me. And it was something that I could walk in there and I could go do, and I'm dominating. Now, I'm not worried about anybody else in the gym, but I just felt like when I walk in there, the first thing that I walk up to is this pull-up bar because it's the most challenging thing that I had hit me. But me doing 120 pull-ups means that I'm now dominating it. So I had to add on weight. So I added on 10 pounds and 20 pounds and 30 pounds, and then carrying 30 pounds across the monkey bars. And I don't even know how I got into this fitness conversation, but in reality, fitness is one of the main things that I got into that showed me that challenging myself was highly important. Showed me that looking at the goal that I had already had and adding to it was real important. After a while, I started doing them 120 pull-ups, and then I could go do a whole workout. What are you doing that? And I would come back and I would do more pull-ups. I would add on another 50. I might push it all the way to 200. And I'd be excited, like highly excited about this. Like, I don't have anybody on the side of me cheering me on. I'm cheering me on. I'm my cheerleader. I'm outside my body looking at myself, making sure I'm doing my shit right. Hype about the numbers that I'm hitting. And that's one thing I would like people to get a grasp of. Be hyped for yourself. Because when you hype for yourself, other people will be hyped for you. Like, other people are championing you. You know what I mean? Take, for instance, bike life. I've done a lot in bike life in my neighborhood. And sometimes when people talk about me, when they talk about bike life, they like talk about me with a high energy. And I'm like damn near humble myself when I shouldn't. You know what I mean? Shout out to my bros who speak about me highly when it comes to that. And I'm done humbling myself like I didn't put in groundwork, or you know what I'm saying, build a foundation of content in this neighborhood when it comes to bike life. It's just like anything else. If you really want something, stop telling yourself no and start telling yourself yes. I wanted to be great at doing music videos in my neighborhood. A year later, somebody created a video, award show for hip hop, and I won the first award of best director. I'll tell that story another time, but that's another moment in my life where I thought it. It didn't. He didn't have that show. I thought it in my brain. That thought in my brain transferred over the whole city, and somebody chose to create an award show for hip hop, and my name was on that list. And most of the people who was on this list with me, they were doing videos way before I was doing music videos at that time. I can't even tell you the year. Maybe it was like 2015 or 14 or something like that. I came on the scene probably like 2013, 12, maybe, doing music videos, popping off music videos. I was doing bike life videos first. I wasn't doing music videos first out here at all. But when I took the opportunity and I was sitting there and I told myself I'm gonna be the greatest director in this neighborhood, the next year I proved that. Now, I can't say that these other guys wasn't putting in work and doing their thing, because they was. But I believed in myself so much that I made it happen. Like, and that's what you gotta do. You gotta believe in it so much where you already live in it. Now I didn't start to listen to a lot more motivational stuff. I'm back to listening on a consistent basis. And it's real. I'm telling myself that I'm gonna be things that I already knew I could be, but I gotta live it up here. And that goes right for you too. You gotta live it up here. You gotta allow yourself to feel that feeling. See it with your eyes open and closed. You ever look in a direction and you see something there, but you know it's not there, but you see it. And it seems so real. But your eyes is open. I'm not talking about your eyes closed and your eyes, no, your eyes is wide open. And you looking at it, you see it. That's really it, yo. For this one anyway. Stop telling yourself no. Stop letting your nose slow you down in any way, shape, or form. Tell yourself yes. I used to tell myself, right? And this is something I used to say to myself, and it was just about like uh females. For every no I get, I'm gonna get 2 yeses. Now, from now on in my life, I'm gonna apply that to everything. I never took that statement and applied it to my life. I only ever took that statement and applied it to women in my life when I was growing up. Because, I stopped saying it after a while, stopped thinking it. But one day I thought about it and I was like, damn, I used to say that. And in reality, I realistically can't just say that when it comes to women. I got to say that when it comes to anything in my life. If you won't tell me no, just know I got 2 yeses coming to me. So be careful on telling me no. And you should think the same way about yourself. You know what it is, man. Believe in your way out. And it's gonna happen.